Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The College Football Playoff about to get underway. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. They'll try the option play here. The back's got him on the pitch. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road, already an underdog. And I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are. You just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Catch made, a lot of space now. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible
68,
going way back to Lynn Swann. I know he was a Steeler,
What
but
you
it all
doing,
started
bro?
when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. How about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Pressure is coming.
Oh,
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe. And there's such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback looking to throw.
Bro, this is it.
Down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Pretty sure you got to rush 3.
Hand off to the single back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Pretty sure.
And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, that's just a great individual effort to lay out like that to make a catch.
Dude, if he's just going to do that all game, I'm going to pick it apart.
The Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Bad play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Bad play, bad play,
into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the...
And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern California.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing,
Rushing
and the
2.
receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Pretty sure you got rush 3, but
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So
whatever.
Touchback will start at the 25.
This is not what he wants to do. You do not want to do this.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the part of that receiver.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to
Man,
the
we came
football
from
when
number
he has
3.
that kind of contact.
That's a hell of a
Good,
play.
clean play by the
What
defense.
playbook is that in?
So after the incompletion, it's
Can't use a
second down.
custom one. And then one
Ball is handed off
in the
out
league
of the
that I want to
shotgun.
use that. I can't use a custom.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football,
30
and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good
First
positive
play.
yards there by the running back.
Yeah, I don't use a custom because I don't
So
even
ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense.
practice reps for my good.
The quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. 7, Ohio State 0.
I don't want to see that graphic.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the
I
field
don't-
around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but
Listen,
still be
change.
solid at the
Once
line
that
of scrimmage,
happens.
not give up big run plays.
Third down coming up after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down.
Oof.
Ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag
Dump
on
it.
the field.
Dump it.
Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Sixth play of the drive coming up. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
And there's just nothing
better
here for the
bench his
quarterback to do
quarterback.
other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Buckeyes will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. We'll hand it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense.
Give me that.
Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline.
Oh,
This
you
is
dirty
dropped.
little
Would
rat.
have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Damn.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys
Should've
really
brought the
had a
funk.
lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. So we've reached the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just trucks the man. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And he's got it. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off.
Dumb throw.
Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Shit.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space.
What an incredible job here by this safety, sitting back in cover two, almost baits the quarterback to throw this football, jumps it, and comes up with a great interception.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept
Yeah,
the
that
penalty
read.
and take the yardage.
I also had a bad read, the giving ball on that drive.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's a wide open receiver, complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go.
Golly, I thought
What a play.
I
He's got some open field
decent
ahead.
amount.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second
Here's
interception
another
in this game
dumb
right now.
read.
He's got to do a better job. But Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Throw it better.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick
Yeah,
it
a little bit. Armstring's
update.
bad. Maybe off his back foot.
Begin the second half.
I don't think I start any quarterbacks under 90 throw power.
Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled.
Who knows? I keep.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. In the clear at the 25. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Edge.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Honestly.
It's an out route. The catch made. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right
Does
there
have,
to be able to stop this receiver.
He definitely throws a lot of ducks.
After the catch.
I do not think he is a tight spiral.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down.
Definitely plays defense differently.
You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into it.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
They'll go up 2 scores.
He slipped through there, and the defense very fortunate he didn't come up with a first down. Now let's see what happens here on this 4th down play.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25.
Maybe any other time I go for it, but third quarter playoff game, go up 2 scores.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown,
Okay, it's
USC.
over.
Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
I got one back from the Big Ten championship right there.
Play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That's fine.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here
Other
by
guy
his
was running
defense
naked.
to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down after that previous play. quarterback dropping back. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited on.
99 throw power. Yeah.
At this point in the game, every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick
probably
up
off
the
this
first
back
down here in this next play.
Reason why.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Near the 18-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
I don't know. I have to see if it pauses again or at the end of the game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 17, Ohio State 0.
I don't know.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick throw. The catch is made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Where are you going? You missed the damn hole.
Short of that first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards. They came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's fourth down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches. Simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So it's first and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust
I
the
might hit
QB
my head on the
and be
goal
more
post.
aggressive here?
I might.
Here's the handoff.
Nope.
They make the
Big guy
tackle there,
missed,
but a
and then-
penalty
yeah.
marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab, and he's out of bounds after gaining
Little breathing
decent
room.
yardage.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline, and
Little breathing room.
good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pass is caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on.
Look at that
Still
spiral, baby.
throwing the football
That
and
spiral.
vertical shots to boot.
And the Trojans pick up enough for a first down here.
Yeah, it was not a spiral.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown.
There's the 99 throw power.
And the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Using his legs, it's Daniel. Tackle made after just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Brings up third down.
That run sets up a critical third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Has the force still on the move. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. It's 3rd down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the ground, it's Daniel. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick spin on the run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is 48 yards out. And that is no good. And this remains a 3-score game, at 24-point margin.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Lets it go quickly. It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
I love how he recovered. Holy cow.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all of them.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Empty backfield now as they go for 2. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he makes the grab for the 2-point try, but there's a penalty marker down. This is going to be a crucial call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.